My name is Jim. I am the pastor at Community Bible Church. We are a multi-ethnic church here in Midtown Memphis, just reaching our neighborhood, seeing people's lives changed. We absolutely love what we get to do. Our CPA, we had been with him a long time. Well, he suddenly passed away in July. And we were just like, what are we going to do? We didn't know any other CPAs. We didn't know what to do. So my secretary and myself, we started scrambling. We started looking. And she came across something for Whirks. And I said, well, look, let me call them. So I called. Can I tell you the biggest shock was when a live person answered the telephone? I'm like, wow. First impression, wonderful. Nobody answers the phone at a company anymore. You have to go and do all the voice, the voice prompts and all the numbers and all that stuff. It was so refreshing to hear a friendly live voice. We told her what we were looking for, and she had Chance Baker to come out, and very quickly we made the appointment. He came out, he sat down and talked with us. He just explained things to us. He put us at ease. He answered our questions. We looked on your website and saw a lot of the clients that you have. And I'm telling you, I said, after we met with Chance, I looked at my staff, I said, this is who we're going with. I always say this, you can pay a person to do a job, but you can't pay them to care. The people at Whirks care. They have been helpful. Can I tell you that when we talk to anybody over there, it's like we're the only client they have. They treat us that way. And I want other people to experience that, to know that they can have all of this taken care of at a very reasonable price, and they can just mark it off that it's done. So we're totally sold on it. We had a real scare last week. Last Saturday, we come in on Saturdays to make sure everything's ready for Sunday and set the air. I opened the mailbox, and there were 2 letters in there from the IRS. And I'm like, whoa. I don't know what this is about, but it's not good. And so when I looked, it said that your last quarterly payroll was incorrect. And then the next letter, the second letter, told how much it was. It was a sizable amount, but it wasn't, anything earth-shattering. And I'm like, wow. And I knew then that our CPA probably had been sick longer than we realized. I said, well, Lord, I'm putting it in your hands. But on Monday, I'm going to call Whirks and find out what's going on. So I called Cassie, and she said, you know what, that's taxes. I'm going to put you in with Alex. And again, he picked up right away, and I'm thinking, man, this company they must have trained their people at Chick-fil-A, because they're unbelievable. And so the next thing you know, he starts putting me at ease. He said, if you'll scan those letters and send them over to me. So while we were talking, I did that. He looked at them. He said, I see. He said, look, we'll take care of that. And he said, we'll pay it out of your account. And I said, really? This is it? He said, yes. He said, it's done. So you can just mark it off that it's taken care of. About an hour later, we got an email confirmation from him that everything had been taken care of. And I thought, I just want people to know that we have a company like this in our city, and they need to be on board with them, because this is the most excellent service in any way I've ever received from any company. And we are totally happy, totally satisfied with what we're dealing with at Whirks.